Officials are passing the buck for the Sivakasi fire tragedy. Now, bureaucrats are apparently evasive on how the illegal unit operated. The unit was not closed despite license revocation. And, of course, we are talking about the Sivakasi fireworks tragedy which took place where several people succumbed to burn injuries. Well, 6 people have been arrested in connection with Wednesday's cracker factory blast in Sivakasi. Those held include lease owners of the factory where 37 people were killed in the blast. Paul Pandian and his brother were arrested by police for compromising the safety norms. An FIR has also been registered against the owner of the factory, Murugesan, who leased out the factory to Paul Pandian. 37 people were killed in Wednesday's tragedy at the Om Shakti factory. The factory operated despite the fact that its license was cancelled. The factory continued to work despite this, and to meet the demands of the upcoming Diwali season, work was expedited, which tragically led to this horrific tragedy where 37 people succumbed. Let me go across to Superintendent of Police of Virdunagar, Najmun Hudda, who joins us. Mr. Hudda, there are a lot of questions that need to be answered. Firstly, the fact is that the license of this factory was revoked. How was this unit still functioning?
The Deputy Chief Controller of the Explosives, Sivakasi, informed us yesterday on the spot when we were inspecting the place after the explosion that he had issued orders online to suspend the license, but we are yet to receive a copy thereof.
Right, Mr. Hudda, we understand that the district collector was aware of the fact that the license had been revoked. How come there was no move from part of the state administration and the local administration there then to shut down this factory?
No, district collector was not informed that the license has been revoked.
So who is informed when the license is revoked? How is it that this was completely missed by the state administration?
The Deputy Chief Controller has told me personally that he sent the suspension order online to the owner. Online, so, not by hand, not by post.
So apart from the owners, nobody in the state administration would be aware that a license has been revoked for a firecracker factory? Nobody in the bureaucracy would be aware of this, sir?
Yes, you are right.
Is that not a serious failing on part of the state administration if a license of a dangerous firecracker factory has been revoked and only the owners know about it?
If we knew that the license has been suspended, collector would have taken adequate action and we would have gone with the revenue officials to seal the factory.
And we understand, Mr. Hudda, that the firefighting department also did not ensure that there were adequate fire safety protocols in place in that particular factory.
You may verify that with them. But yes, the fire tenders are not present in the factory premises, every factory premise. So, whenever there is an outbreak of fire, the fire tenders have to be brought out from their stations, and it takes some time.
Right. Mr. Hudda, just so that I understand you correctly, you're saying that no one in the bureaucracy was aware that this firecracker factory's license was revoked and that the message was passed on only to the owners. Isn't that a little unusual? What is the protocol in these cases?
Ma'am, you may speak to the explosive department. They should have informed us. We did not know. Police did not know, collector did not know about this.
How long, for how much time did this factory function despite the fact that its license was revoked?
The officials from the explosive departments tell that the license was suspended on 4th of September and this accident took place on 5th of September.
Alright, you have arrested 2 people in this case. Can you tell us who are the suspects that are right now in custody? We know that Paul Pandian is in police custody. Also, R. Mahindran, they are the key perpetrators in this particular crime. But what about anybody in the bureaucracy? Will there be anybody taken into account for negligence?
That is a matter to be decided by the departmental inquiry. If the concerned departments conduct their own inquiries and they find a culpability or complicity, they will prefer charges.
All right, Mr. Hudda, thank you very much for talking to Headlines today.